I'm telling you, that is how we're going to get through this. When we are with each other every single day and we hold each other up and we fight every single day. Every single person in this state to be educated, because when ICE officer shows up, you should be able to tell him or her exactly what the law says. We're going to be empowered by knowledge.
We're going to be empowered by knowledge. I just want to pause on that for a second. I just want to pause on that. Education is at the forefront of leftist activism. Every time they start doing activism around anything, education is the very first thing they can do, or they always do. They convene a class, they convene a workshop, they convene a panel. They bring in experts in whatever thing they're talking about. They write zines to teach people how to do stuff, or the history of something, or what needs to be done, or any number of things. They create materials. They have an entire curriculum around it. Sometimes they host entire conferences about it. They have bookstores all over the country where they hold these events. They have organizational centers where they hold these events. They have publishing company that publishes books, that sends this information out. Like they have book fairs. The book fairs are the big thing I went to last year to collect their propaganda. They have these massive book fairs where they are also doing educational sessions. They're also doing workshops. They're also doing panels. They're also doing meetups. They're doing all this stuff. Education is at the forefront of what leftist activism is. They don't do anything without an educational component. The reason I bring this up is the right does not do this. I'm not talking about struggle sessions. The right does not do education. The right does not do education. When the right has conferences, and I've been to many of them, I've been to CPAC, I've been to other conservative events, I've seen exactly what goes on at conservative events. I've also been undercover at leftist events. I know exactly how different leftist events are than conservative events. During CPAC, do you know what happens during CPAC? The main room at CPAC is basically a giant-ass pep rally where politicians line up and they all come out and they do a 10-minute speech saying, here's why you should support me, and here's why you should give me money, and here's the thing that I think is the most important that's part of the conservative narrative. And it's a 10-minute fucking pep rally for each politician. And the conservatives stand there and they wave their flags and they go, yeah, USA, USA, USA. It's a fucking pep rally. It's not an educational event. But at CPAC, there are also panel sessions that you can go to outside of the main room. Almost no one goes to them. The panel sessions are where the actual education takes place. The panel sessions is where the in-depth discussions take place. It's where you can actually meet activists. It's where you can actually network. Conservatives don't go to them. I have been a speaker at conservative conferences. When I give a talk, and this is, by the way, it's not just me, this is every single speaker at the event. There's hardly anyone in the audience. Do you know what everyone does at the conservative events, though? They all go to the happy hour later. They all go to the social networking event. They all go out to the bar later and they drink their drinks and they smoke their cigars. So at the actual educational events where they could be learning about all this stuff, where they could be networking with each other, where they could be organizing, they don't even show up. They only show up afterwards for the hookers and the blow and the booze and all that stuff. And that is what it's like to be at a conservative event, in my experience. The left, I'm not saying the left doesn't party. They do. They have fun at their events too. They have social parts of their events as well. But they all go to the educational sessions during the day. And this is why on this channel, we do things a little differently. And this is why on this channel, we focus on education. This is why every time someone says to me, Karlyn, what do we do to defeat the left? I say, sit down, shut the fuck up, open your ears, listen, and learn as much as you can. Because without education, without understanding our enemy, without understanding and hinging into reality with what is really going on in the world, we are so fucked. And part of what I'm doing is modeled exactly after what has been so effective on the left. There is a method to my madness. They are winning for a reason, and part of that reason is that education is at the core of what they do.